Good afternoon. Good afternoon, students, parents, family, and friends. My name is Adam Pittis. I am the superintendent at Collins Career Technical Center. I am here to welcome you to the 2025 completion ceremony. First, I'd like to thank the Ironton City School Board and their administration for allowing us to use their facility on this glorious evening. Yes, thank you. With Mother's Day just passing and Father's Day just around the corner here, I want to take a moment to express our deep appreciation to the moms, dads, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and guardians. Your unwavering support and guidance have played a crucial role in the success of our students. We're truly grateful for the trust you have placed in us to work with your child over the last couple of years. It has been an honor and a privilege. Career technical education inspires students to identify paths to welcome to future success. It provides students with unique opportunities to demonstrate the knowledge and skills necessary to succeed in the future world of work. Students learn through career exploration, they take college courses, and they earn industry-recognized credentials. They receive customized learning that combines their passions and interests with the career aspirations. At Collins Career Technical Center, we want students to leave us enrolled, enlisted, or employed in a livable wage, with all pathways leading to a JOB. That would not be possible without our outstanding teachers, administrators, and support staff at Collins Career Technical Center. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the students we honor here today. Next, I'd like to thank the partner schools and their staff. They have been a pleasure to work with, and I'm looking forward to many more years of providing Lawrence County students with the skills needed to be successful in life. I'd like to make a special thanks to the Board of Education for their strong leadership and support of Collins Career Technical Center. I also want to thank my family, Mindy and Brock, for always being there and always supporting and understanding the responsibilities that come with Dad's JOB. Finally, to our graduates of the class of 2025, thank you and congratulations to all of you. You did it. You are amazing. 2 years ago, our team met with you for the first time and challenged you to work hard to leave Collins enrolled, enlisted, or employed. You stayed the course and completed the work necessary to earn your high school diploma, career technical education certificate, and many other industry-recognized credentials. Congratulations on your academic, professional, and financial awards from years of hard work and a commitment to excellence. You now possess the skills to do whatever your heart desires. Nothing is holding you back from a successful and rewarding career. In closing, do what you love. You have the skills to succeed, but the learning doesn't stop here. Take chances, get out of your comfort zone, and be a lifelong learner while doing what you love. Thank you. It's now ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to introduce to you one of our graduates, a clinical medical assisting graduate and a National Honor Society member, Miss Summer Salyers.
Good evening, everyone. As a proud member of this graduating class, it is an honor to stand before you to introduce someone who embodies the spirit of perseverance, passion, and possibility, our commencement speaker, Mr. Shane Lewis. Mr. Lewis grew up just down the road in Proctorville, Ohio, and graduated from Fairland High School, and completed his studies at Collins Career Technical Center in 1992, right where many of us live and attend school. Maybe he wasn't exactly sure where the road would lead, but he took each step with purpose. He began with vocational training in diesel mechanics right here in Lawrence County. Afterwards, he pursued aviation at the Spartan School of Aeronautics, and what followed was a remarkable journey. From 1995 to 2017, Mr. Lewis led a successful career as both president of a luggage company and a corporate pilot, a combination that proves you don't have to choose between your passions. In 2017, he took a leap into full-time entrepreneurship and hasn't looked back since. He now owns his company while mentoring others along the way. What makes Mr. Lewis truly inspiring isn't just his impressive resume, it's his success. Mr. Lewis is an example of following your dreams, facing adversity head-on, and never giving up. He reminds us that success doesn't come easy, but it does come to those who work hard and believe in what they're doing. So today, as we get ready to take off on our own paths, it's only fitting that we hear from someone who knows a thing or two about taking a flight, both literally and figuratively. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Shane Lewis.
Hello, my name is Shane Lewis. Today's speech is about opportunities and adversities. When I was thinking about speaking today, I thought, what could I say? I wondered, what could I share from my own life that would make a difference in each of your lives? I was born in Huntington, West Virginia, raised in Proctorville, Ohio, attended Fairland school system. I am a graduate of the Lawrence County Joint Vocational School, now the Collins Career Technical Center, where I studied diesel mechanic. I was encouraged to attend vocational school by the counselor at Fairland High School. The real problem was that I not only was interested in school, I'd always been very mechanical and had a gift of being able to solve mechanical problems. I never saw myself as a doctor, lawyer, writer, nor did anybody else. Letter writing was not one of my skills. I started working at a very young age, mowing grass, the local hobby store, but when I was a junior freshman in high school, I started working for an automotive machine shop. That was a real turning point in my life. The gentleman was a real mentor to me. And so my family and I, in 1991, took a vacation to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. At that point, I paid for a ride in a Cessna 172. And then later in that week, I was able to ride in a Waco biplane. Beautiful, red, big, loud engine. And that really started my obsession into the aviation world. When I got home, I started taking flight lessons. And to my mother's surprise, I came home one day without the back of my shirt was cut out. She said, "What happened?" I said, "Well, I soloed today." And that was very common to cut your shirt out. It got decorated, and I still have it to this day. But still, during my senior year, I wasn't for sure what to do, what my life intended. So I decided to take a leap of faith, and I went to the Spartan School of Aeronautics in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At this point, school was very interesting. Studying was very easy, no longer needed. I was interested in the school for the first time in my life. I attended Spartan School of Aeronautics from 1992 through 1994, where I earned my private pilot, my multi-engine, commercial, and instrument tickets. And you never know who or what opportunity will come your way. At that point, I met a gentleman, and I started working for the world's largest airplane dealership out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I flew all over the United States delivering and picking up airplanes. And that led me to my first job, flying a Cessna 421. Although things always change, and unfortunately the company fell on hard times, and again I found myself looking for a new opportunity. The phone rang, and that's when I started a new job. They had a Piper Malibu. I started flying for them, and then very quickly became president of that company for 21 years. He had 4 other airplanes that was enticing to me that allowed me to play during the weekends. But while I was working for this company, I met another gentleman in the real estate, and that'll come back around later. This chapter of my life, he had a Lear 35, and he allowed me to start my jet aircraft training. And that's where my career really started to get exciting. It was always amazing to me that you could go to the West Coast, wake up in the morning, and by lunchtime or a little after lunchtime, you're eating dinner somewhere on the East Coast. It was just really interesting. Again, things were never constant. In 2017, my life turned upside down again. My good friend that I've worked for over 20 years had passed away. I found myself grieving for my friend and unemployed. But as one door closes, another door will open. I received a phone call from a friend that I knew in the aviation community with an offer to work in his injection molding company. At first, it was great. I found that the machines to be fascinating and enjoyed learning the mechanics and processes of the company. I promised I would stay for 60 days as a trial. I did, but I was not happy, so I left. Again, as one door closes, another door will open. I was invited to fly again a Lear 35 for a very famous singer of my childhood rock band from the 1980s. This took my travels all over the United States, Mexico, Canada, Caribbean. I've also flown for famous people like a comedian, a famous preacher that started a church in Russia. By far, he was my most impressionable guy that I've ever flown for. Through aviation, I've been able to meet Bob Hoover, Chuck Yeager, Barry Bridenstine, which was the head of NASA back a few years ago. And it's just been a great career. The flexibility of flying on my off days allowed my wife and I in 2022, we decided to start a real estate property management company. This led to additional income when I was not flying. Although things will always change, in December of 2024, while working in Michigan, I started not feeling well. I've never been seriously sick, and although I just had a stomach bug, or maybe it was just Michigan, at the encouragement of my son and my wife of 30 years, they put me on an airplane, and I arrived home at 10 p.m. My wife was ready to take me to the emergency room, and we had a very long discussion about paying my deductible 2 weeks before the end of the year, so she took me home. 2 days later, I find myself back in the hospital with an E. coli infection, sepsis, stage 5 kidney failure. I went into septic shock, and then my heart stopped. Again, you never know what might happen. All my worldly possessions no longer meant anything at that point. Life can change quickly. Always keep your goals and the ability to see your opportunities and take it near to your heart. We do not know if we get a second chance. Tomorrow is never uncertain. In closing, do not let adversity stop you from being successful. Do not settle for less than you deserve. Keep your priorities in order. Do not ignore new opportunities. Take the chance. When one chapter closes, another will always open. Be a lifelong learner. One day, you might be lucky enough, I have been today, and share your story with a graduating class. God bless. Good luck in your future endeavors, class of 2025. Oh, thank you.
Mr. Lewis, we would like to present you with this commemorative plaque, and thanks for being our speaker here today. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Hello and good evening. My name is Carrie Hess. I am the Director of Secondary Education here at Collins Career Technical Center, and I have the distinct honor of presenting some special awards to some of our students here this evening. We would like to start by recognizing those students that are going to be joining the military. And at this time, we would like to recognize all of those in our audience that have served in the military. If you are able, please stand. We thank you. We thank you for your service to our country. First, I would like to recognize Nicole Taylor. She'll be joining the National Guard. Alexis Chin, she will also be joining the National Guard. Gavin Harris, he will also be joining the National Guard. Amelia Laney, she will also be joining the National Guard. And Damon Barker, and he will be joining the Army. Next, we'd like to recognize our students who have received scholarships for different accomplishments and from various organizations. The first scholarship is the War Orphan Scholarship, and that goes to Madison Rummel. Okay. The Red Cross has awarded a scholarship to Peyton Vonville. Next, we have Damaris Malone Holt, and they have received a full ride to Shawnee State University, Education Opportunity Grant, and Wright State Blue and Gold Scholarship. So lots of options there. Annie Jenkins has been awarded the Marshall University Scholarship. Brody Wall, Marshall University Scholarship. Lily Kaiser, Shawnee Excellence Scholarship. Giovanna Joseph, Blue and Gray Scholarship and Marshall University Scholarship. Kelsey Waller, Governor's Merit Scholarship. Kelsey Rowe, Marshall University Scholarship. Jadith Kinder, Marshall University Scholarship. Cameron Lewis, Marshall University Scholarship. Dane Dick, Marshall University Scholarship, and Rob Wheeler Memorial Scholarship. And Mackenzie Casey, Marietta College Scholarship, Esports Scholarship through Marietta College. Our last scholarship is very near and dear to the Collins Career Technical Center staff. It is the Amy Ross Wilcox Memorial Scholarship. Amy Ross Wilcox was a beloved teacher, colleague, friend, and above all, mother who advocated and encouraged students as they worked at overcoming specific challenges in life. We as a staff at Collins Career Technical Center celebrate Amy's life by awarding a scholarship in her name yearly to a deserving individual who is furthering their education after high school. This year's Amy Ross Wilcox Memorial Scholarship goes to Daniel Imes from the Auto Collision program. He'll be attending Shawnee State University and studying accounting. At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing Cameron Lewis. She's a National Technical Honors Society member and clinical medical assisting student, and she will be presenting a tribute to parents.
I'd like to welcome all faculty and staff, fellow graduates, and most importantly, all the beloved parents and guardians who have joined us today in the 2025 Collins Career Technical Center completion ceremony. Today we are gathered here as we close one chapter of our lives to begin a new one. We are celebrating our achievements, but also paying a tribute to those who have been our pillars of support, our parents. I bet you all can remember when your graduate was just a baby, you were bringing them home from the hospital. If you look at a picture of them then and look at them now, you will come to notice that time doesn't just stand still and nothing lasts forever. From our earliest school years, our parents have been our first teachers, instructing us in the values and principles that helped shape us into the people we are today. They have been the first ones to celebrate all of our accomplishments in life, no matter how big or small, and have been the first ones to comfort us when something goes wrong. Their belief in us has always been a source of motivation and inspiration that helps us continue to try every day and strive to overcome anything that comes our way. I would personally express my gratitude to my mom. For as long as I can remember, my mom has been the first person to always encourage and push me to keep going. She has never once told me that I cannot do something and has always believed in me in whatever I wanted to do. As I stand here today, I owe it all to my mother. Without her, I would have never made it here today, getting ready to graduate and go to nursing school to follow my dreams. Thank you for always being there for me and always pushing me to be the best I can be. I love you. As we continue on in our lives to the future, let us remember our parents' sacrifices and their undenying love. Today we celebrate not only our achievements, but also their dedication to us and our success, achievements, and triumphs. Thank you for always being our guiding light. Thank you for never giving up on us. I'd like to now introduce the principal, Ms. Lindsay Bennett.
Thank you, Cameron, and thank you to the parents and loved ones here tonight to celebrate. This night is also for you. Students, all 264 of you. Wow, what a good-looking group. How many of you are glad tonight's finally here? How many of you are just happy you made it here? I figured that'd get a little bit of a response. Sure, you've all hit a few bumps along the way, or for my driving students behind me, you've hit a few big speed bumps along the way. If you know, you know, right, Dylan? But you overcame, and here you are. Take a look in front of you at all of your friends and loved ones here to celebrate the completion of 2 successful years at the Collins Career Technical Center. As much as you all have kept me on my toes over the last 2 years, I'm certain that you all will accomplish everything you put your mind to. You have so much to be proud of already. I can't tell you how proud I am, how proud we all are, of you and all that you've accomplished in those 2 short years. Please give yourself a round of applause. I want to take the time to personally recognize and thank some key players that contribute to CCTC's success. First, a very special group of people in the front, the amazing teaching staff at the Collins Career Technical Center. No one sitting behind me would be where they are without your help and dedication. Please join me in also giving them a round of applause. Next, our 3 Academy supervisors, Brian Ward, Megan Gillum, and Shannon Purdue, the upper administration, our guidance department, our support staff, maintenance, and cafeteria staff. Thank you for making the last 2 years meaningful and successful for our students. And what an amazing 2 years it was. This group logged over 65,000 work-based learning hours using real-world work settings to provide students with practical skills and knowledge to prepare them for their future careers. Last year's junior and senior number combined was only 64,000, so this senior group alone surpassed that by 1,000 hours. We had 106 seniors qualify to work during the school day on a job placement, internship, or entrepreneurship. An additional 26 seniors gained experience in a simulated work environment or school-based enterprise. For the first time in Collins Career Technical Center history, we have 7 students sitting behind me, not yet high school graduates, but already licensed as practical nurses at 18 years old. Through the process of receiving a community service seal, this group as a whole donated over 4,500 hours back to serving our community. They participated in many local building reno projects and activities, getting new requests weekly. They held local blood drives, participated in competitions at the state and national level, winning several awards and scholarships, participated in student-led groups that benefit our own students at Collins, and helped provide for our community groups in need, and the list goes on. To the completing class, your time is now. Your next chapter begins right now. Your Collins family believes in you. We will always be here to support you, and we wish each of you the best moving forward. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the Collins Career Technical Center completing class of 2025.
Summer Salyers, Clinical Medical Assisting, National Technical Honor Society. Cameron Lewis, Clinical Medical Assisting, National Honor Society. Amelia Laney, Cosmetology, National Honor Society.
Tamara Bridges, Cosmetology, National Honor Society.
Tamara Bridges, Cosmetology, National Honor Society. Cameron Wilson, Clinical Medical Assisting, National Honor Society.
Angie Botejo Ramos. No.
Go ahead.
Do it.
Just do it.
No.
Angie Botello Ramos, Practical Nursing, National Honor Society.
You don't take it.
Mackenzie Wall, Practical Nursing, National Honor Society. Ivy Farrow, Practical Nursing, National Honor Society. Michaela Chin, Automotive Technology, National Honor Society. Samuel Barker, Heating and Air, National Honor Society. Braden Huff, Carpentry, National Honor Society. Colt Pancake, Welding, National Honor Society. Ethan Wall, Heating and Air, National Honor Society. Hayden Trammell, Auto Collision Repair, National Honor Society. Daniel Imes, Auto Collision Repair, National Honor Society. Garrett Letterman, Heavy Equipment Operations and Repair, National Honor Society. Brock Fleeman, Welding, National Honor Society. Jada Boggs, Practical Nursing, National Honor Society. Kelsey Waller, Practical Nursing, National Honor Society. Emily Board, Practical Nursing, National Honor Society. Kaylee Woodyard, Practical Nursing, National Honor Society. Damaris Malone Holt, Graphic Design and Animation, National Honor Society. Kelsey Rowe, Veterinary Science, National Honor Society. Nicole Taylor, Vet Science, National Honor Society. Alexis Chin, Graphic Design and Animation, National Honor Society. Annika Elam, Graphic Design and Animation, National Honor Society. Katie Butcher, Graphic Design and Animation, National Technical Honor Society. Giovanna Joseph, Graphic Design and Animation, National Honor Society. Jadith Kinder, Graphic Design and Animation, National Honor Society. Annie Jenkins, Criminal Justice, National Honor Society. Chase Morrell, Veterinary Science, National Honor Society. Brody Wall, Culinary Arts, National Honor Society. Brady Allen, Heating and Air, National Honor Society. Ian Hackworth, Welding, National Technical Honor Society. Charles Pemberton, Industrial Machining, National Technical Honor Society. Joseph Scarberry, Carpentry, National Technical Honor Society. Ryan Clement, Heavy Equipment Operations and Repair, National Technical Honor Society. Benjamin Johnson, Culinary Arts, National Technical Honor Society. Morgan Gleichoff, Heating and Air, National Technical Honor Society. Caleb Dickerson, Auto Collision Repair, National Technical Honor Society. Cameron Sarver, Automotive Technology, National Technical Honor Society. Scotty Taylor, Building Maintenance, National Technical Honor Society. Braden Stanley, Heavy Equipment Operation Repair, National Technical Honor Society. Marley Malone, Practical Nursing, National Technical Honor Society. Savannah Miller, Practical Nursing, National Technical Honor Society. Brooklyn Hunt, Welding, National Technical Honor Society. Isabel Nutter, Early Childhood Education, National Technical Honor Society. Abigail Nichols, Clinical Medical Assisting, National Technical Honor Society. Brenna Morrison, Cosmetology, National Technical Honor Society. Riley Bias, Chemical Dependency Counselor Assistant, National Technical Honor Society. Lorelei Bridges, Cosmetology, National Technical Honor Society. Zane Adkins, IT Networking, National Technical Honor Society. Zoe Burns, Ag Science, National Technical Honor Society. Haley Patrick, Criminal Justice, National Technical Honor Society. Lily Kaiser, Graphic Design and Animation, National Technical Honor Society. Madeline Adkins, Cosmetology. Jada Bunch, Cosmetology. Leah Stevens, Cosmetology. Ian Farrow, Electricity. Abigail Pennington, Practical Nursing. Mackenzie Lincoln, Works. Emma Ridenour, Patient Care Technician. Madison Rummel, Patient Care Technician. Bailey Baker, Patient Care Technician. Montana Casey, Practical Nursing. Destiny Stumbo, Patient Care Technician. Peyton Vonville, Patient Care Technician. Lily Ellis, Patient Care Technician. Morgan Lucas, Patient Care Technician. Ethan Schaefer, Patient Care Technician. Branson Edwards, Patient Care Technician. Micah King, Patient Care Technician. Emily McComas, Dental Assisting. Caden Mount, Welding. Riley Blankenship, Welding. Autumn Steele, Cosmetology. Dylan Stone, Heating and Air. Isaiah McNichol, Automotive Technology. Dylan Collins, Industrial Machining. Keegan Smith, Heating and Air. Elias Blankenship, Heating and Air. Isaiah Reese, Heating and Air. Cameron Gaither, Industrial Machining. Braden Bowles, Carpentry. Travis Priest, Building Maintenance. Harley Porter, Industrial Machining. Trevor Simpson, Welding. Joel Sparks, Industrial Machining. Gavin Harris, Heating and Air. Sean Carrico, Heating and Air. Bradrick Wisman, Industrial Machining. Harley Carpenter, Electricity. Jacob Skeens, Electricity. Cody Stapleton, Electricity. Mason Hainers, Electricity. Steeler Walk, Electricity. Dalton Boggs, Welding. Samuel Rusk, Welding. Ethan Simpkins, Welding. Gavin Adams, Welding. Wyatt Ray, Welding. Jack Blankenship, Automotive Technology. Ryan Massey, Automotive Technology. Brian Lively, Automotive Technology. Gregory Reynolds, Agri-Science. Olivia Smith, Agri-Science. Nevaeh Nance, Gateway. Kylie Garrett, Works. Taylor Wood, Automotive Technology. Sylvia Saunders, Automotive Technology. Hayden Bowman, Dental Assisting. Sierra Weaver, Patient Care Technician. Skylie Falks, Industrial Machining. Natalie Dunn, Welding. Caden Copley, Welding. Hayden Atkins, Clinical Medical Assisting. Michael Miller, Works. Calvin Thomas, Automotive Technology. Hunter Jones, Automotive Technology. Joseph Kidd, Automotive Technology. Marcus Dust, Automotive Technology. Noah Strunk, IT Networking. Caitlin Kidd, Chemical Dependency Counselor Assistant. Lillian Hill, Chemical Dependency Counselor Assistant. Haley Lewis, Clinical Medical Assisting. Haley Massey, Clinical Medical Assisting. Isaiah Kemper, IT Networking. Damon Barker, Electricity. Braxton Strange, IT Networking. Jaden Blevins, IT Networking. Jaden McComas, Dental Assisting. Elena Jackson, Dental Assisting. Asia Conwell, Dental Assisting. Carly Delaney, Works. Anastasia Frazier, Culinary Arts. Bryce Bergbacher, Culinary Arts. Tristan Saul, Culinary Arts. Connor Willis, Culinary Arts. Devin Holtzaffel, Culinary Arts. Shakur Woodall, Culinary Arts. Joshua Hanshaw, Building Maintenance. Stephen Thomas, Welding. Jacob Fout, Auto Collision Repair. Isabella Diltz, Graphic Design and Animation. Zachary Holder, Digital Media Engineering. Ian Hernandez, Electricity. Summer White, Vet Science. Mason Dean, Industrial Machining. Perry Taylor, IT Networking. Colt Allen, IT Networking. Cody Patrick, IT Networking. Timothy Dow, IT Networking. Alexander Music, IT Networking. Jaden Burchett, Criminal Justice. Bradley Suttles, graphic design and animation. Travis Markle, heating and air. Connor Russell, heavy equipment operation and repair. Jacob Sowards, welding. Austin Adkins, auto collision and repair. Isabella Jenkins, graphic design and animation. Kaylin Evans, graphic design and animation. Taylor Imes, veterinary science. Jada Turner, criminal justice. Emily Van Horn, agri-science. Abigail Hearn, veterinary science. Caitlin Cosner, veterinary science. Savannah Kidd, criminal justice. Rebecca Buffington, works. Madison Bowen, gateway. Jamie King, gateway. Madison Roth, works. Zoe Burns, works. Abigail Eisen, works. Naomi Johnson, works. Micaiah Finley, agri-science. Abigail Martin, agri-science. Ian Stevenson, agri-science. Lillian Christian, patient care technician. Christopher DeVoe, culinary arts. Dustin Ward, culinary arts. Jerry Stapleton, auto collision repair. Caden Nicely, auto collision repair. Caleb Posey, auto collision repair. Michael Hay, building maintenance. Cameron Robinson, carpentry. Natalie Boyle, cosmetology. Caitlin Rogers, early childhood education. Courtney Wilson, cosmetology. Addison Adkins, cosmetology. Allison Stidham, early childhood education. Ava McAllister, early childhood education. Zachary Wise, electricity. Austin Evans, electricity. Hunter Butcher, heavy equipment operations and repair. Levi Moore, heavy equipment operations and repair. David Bishop, heavy equipment operations and repair. Caleb Harbor, heavy equipment operations and repair. Elijah Krager, welding. Yami Alfrey, heavy equipment operation and repair. Dustin Davis, heavy equipment operation and repair. Gavin Honecker, carpentry. Jasmine Thompson, carpentry. Ella Miller, digital media engineering. Lawson Williamson, digital media engineering. Dakota Spillman, welding. Luke Boggs, welding. Aaron Spillman, welding. Lucian Tiller, welding. Brandon Woods, welding. Brian Brown, welding. Gage Burks, welding. Colin Willis, culinary arts. Lindsay Fleeman, early childhood education. Eris Blevins, early childhood education. Stella Petty, culinary arts. Rose Imes, early childhood education. Michaela Meddings, gateway. Harmony Main, culinary arts. Jacob Lawhead, gateway. Alexandria Munyon, veterinary science. Dallas Lesler, graphic design and animation. Lillian Spradling, culinary arts. And last but not least, Christopher Littlejohn, industrial machining.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming out this evening. Once again, your 2025 graduating class of Collins Career Technical Center. Please be safe driving home. Thanks again.